changing. That's the beauty of politics. Politics is fluid. I mean, when they say a week is a long time in politics, I think, in my opinion, in the age that we live in, even a couple of days can be, a game changer. I can tell you that my understanding of politics across, various countries that I follow very closely, it's all about momentum. It's like in sports, you get a momentum, you start winning. And even if you're playing well, you might be losing. I do believe that the momentum has shifted in favor of India alliance, clearly. Mr. Modi is, I think the turning point will be the extraordinary silence over Manipur. That's not going to die down. I think the entire country is aware of the very terrible, pathetic governance that the BJP has demonstrated and the very uninspiring and almost, I think, disastrous leadership that has been demonstrated by Mr. Modi. I also believe that the wrestlers issue is going to get many women to never vote for the BJP again. The insult to the champion women wrestlers. I mean, every person is asking themselves, if this can happen to the women who bring pride to this country in the international competitions of the world, where do we stand? I think people have also seen that the courts have begun to use language like, is there ethnic cleansing happening? And I'm referring to what happened in Haryana. I mean, these are serious issues, Navika. I'm not even getting into the details on unemployment, inflation, and the overall capture of institutions and so on and so forth. At a broader level, if you add to the story the spread of hate, you have a constable in a train hunting down Muslims and killing them. It tells you that India somewhere down the line has to take a call. Is 2024 then a battle not just for the India alliance to win, but for the whole concept of India, the constitutional purity of this country? Are we truly going to be secular, democratic, liberal, progressive, tolerant, and be one? I keep hearing Mr. Modi talk about GDP, 5 trillion, but I think Mr. Modi forgets the people of this country don't live in an economy. They live in a society before they live in an economy. And I think the disruption of society, the division of our communities, the complete dysfunctionality of the way governance ought to happen for the poorest and the weakest person in our society, I think is ravaged by this government. So I agree with Ghanshyam to a great extent that December elections will show you a trend. Although I'll put a caveat, and I'm reasonable enough to say that even if the Congress does very well in the December elections, the general elections in 24 will be a different proposition.